Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he fields it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear quarterback just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Direct snap to the back. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Knowles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. We had so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Here's a handoff on first and goal. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Snags the quick throw. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. And the runner takes off to his right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Scanning the field. It's Murphy. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. No huddle here for the offense. There's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Spins away from defenders. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do...
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And the Seminoles looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
They look to throw it here on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's running out of time here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
To throw, it's Murphy. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Big gain, catch made at the 30. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Runs through the defender. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second down and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Kentucky. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off. So second down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? That's a safety for the defense.
Boy, great defense right here. That is diagnosing the screenplay. You see how that defender chased it down, earns his team 2 points? He just saw it coming from the snap.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. And now the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts from inside the 20. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made down inside the 10. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
A huge play by this offense. Good timing between the quarterback and the receiver. You could see the quarterback wanted to put that ball away from the defender up high. And how about the receiver? Adjust to that ball thrown to the outside. Does a nice job of getting his feet down and comes up with that big play.
They'll run it here. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And the Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. He hands it off from the gun. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down, looking to throw it. That's caught. It's awesome. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Hand off to the right side. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. They'll hand it off. Touchdown, Seminoles. Fought all the way back to take the lead. The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They give it to him again, but this time he's stopped short. They come up empty on the 2-point try. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in running games, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Ball is free in the backfield. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Murphy. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch is made, but he's out of bounds, so incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kurt. He is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Noles come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. They make the stop, and not before a solid gain that time. And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Kentucky. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk of play for this offense through the air. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take another shot right here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Dropping back. It's Murphy. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. guys up front lined up. It's first down. Now here comes the flea flicker. He's hit as he throws it. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
This is a risky play by the offensive coordinator going with the flea flicker. Yeah, if you catch the defense napping, it can be a big play, but there's just too many variables. You're putting the ball into the hands of a non-thrower, a skilled guy who wants to catch the ball instead of throwing it. And when the defense is barreling down on him like that, then it's hard enough for a quarterback to make the throw, let alone a guy that's not used to being in that position, and he ends up throwing a pick.
Throws it to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? From the shotgun, handoff inside. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. Touchdown, Knowles. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll run it into the end zone. The 2-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. The back's got it. Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. But you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back. It's Murphy. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all you got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And the Knowles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
Pressure is coming. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That's exactly what they needed here. Just a humongous play late in the football game. And this play right here could put them in a position to get the go-ahead score.
The Noles pick up enough to get a first down there. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it's a draw play. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. And the Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Can he make it to the marker? The Seminoles pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And they'll get him down that time. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And it's a kneel down. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up.